What's going on, everybody? It's DJ Robrighteous here, holding an exclusive car interview with the one, the only, Mr. Jordann Dwayne. How are you doing, man?
Oh, man, we blessed, man. We blessed. My boy said JJ Downs. He took it back. It was good, man.
Good to see you, man. Feels like it's been a long time.
I know, since we've done an interview, bro. First time car interview, though. Special shit.
Yeah, so we're overdue, man. So I know you recently, you just came back from a tour. How was that?
Bro, it was life-changing. In one word, it was life-changing, bro. But very eye-opening, bro. A lot of love overseas, bro. I mean, over here in America, too, bro. You know, we hit about 20 cities, bro. So it was really amazing, bro. Just shaking a lot of hands with a lot of the fans. I hate saying fans, like supporters and stuff like that, bro. It was amazing, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of experiences taught us a lot. You know, had to grow as a team. You know, the people around us, everybody that we was working with, putting everything together, bro. It's a dream come true, for real. You know, it's definitely a blessing. It's a lot of hard work, bro. It's a lot of stuff the world don't really see putting together a tour, man. It's not a game.
What countries and cities did you go to?
Oh, man. So, in Texas, Padres, San Antonio, Dallas, Austin. Shout out to all of them. And on the way to Florida, we hit, we hit Gulfport, Mississippi. We hit a couple spots in Louisiana. But then in Florida, we hit Tampa. We hit, man, I feel like I'm dragging this, but Miami. And then, what was the show? Fort Lauderdale. Then we hit Atlanta, New Jersey, South Carolina, North Carolina. Man. And then when we went overseas, it was London, Amsterdam, and Germany.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
That's
a couple little smaller spots in between, but just that's the big stopping ground stops, yeah.
Man, nice little precursor to the official world tour we'll be getting any day now, huh?
Man, the tour is done. The tour is done. Man, no, we definitely going back on the road soon, though, man. I know we never slowing down, bro. That's always the mission, man.
Nice, man. So when you were going to Europe, what were you trying to show, the supporters over there, who aren't familiar with your music? What were you trying to show them? Like, who's Jordann Dwayne? What were you trying to portray them? Man,
that's crazy, bro. So, you tell them what Jordann Dwayne is. Jordann Dwayne is motivation, bro. Just showing the world, that anything's possible when you believe in you, bro. At the end of the day, like, when you believe in what you're doing, bro, you got to be the first person and the number one person to believe in everything you do, bro. So, just going over there, networking, letting everybody know, we do this music stuff big, bro. We really do, bro. And, like, even with the brands, Vyria, the Jordann Dwayne brand, bro, the jewelry brands, Trilogy, and everything like that, Imperial Panache, we just spreading the word, We trying to literally show the world that anything's possible when you believe in yourself, man. Just spreading love, bro. Positivity everywhere we go.
What was your favorite spot overseas?
Bro, that's a hard question. That's a really hard one, bro. Like, I've always wanted to go to Germany randomly since I was little, bro. So Germany seeing it was so surreal. Amsterdam was really dope, bro. Definitely a lot of love. London was a lot of love, too. It's hard to say my favorite, bro, but the best show for sure, man, London showed the craziest amount of love, bro. London was so fire, bro. London was turned the hell up. London was lit. But, like, I guess just as a relaxation, I don't know, man. That's a hard question, bro. And I don't want to hurt nobody's heart, but London show was definitely the best. So I want to say that was one of my favorites, but I think, like, when we just went to Amsterdam, bro, that was just a real life-changing experience. With Germany, too, man. I think all three over the countries overseas was a tie for the top three, bro. London, Amsterdam, and Germany, man.
Dang, man, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I always heard, I've never been to London or, anywhere overseas, Europe myself, but I hear it's like you're stepping back in time just because of architecture and everything.
Facts, bro.
And, it's a completely different it's a completely different world, right? Different kind of climate, political, social climate. But with that said, how do you feel about the current state of the world here in the United States?
We need to spread way more love, man. It's a lot of division and mess going on, and I'm not really on no politics, we definitely don't ever talk politics, but I just feel like we need to spread more love, bro, and more positivity, bro. It's too much people not understanding that at the end of the world, we all humans, bro. I understand there's things that people can and can't do, like places where, with the stipulations and the laws and all that, but it's like, if it's, what benefits people, bro. So we all kind of got to just find a better way to coexist, bro. But the world, honestly, right now, it's shit, bro. It's shit. Like, we gotta do better as a human species, as a race, All the conflict going on overseas, too, all the way to the stuff that's going on in America. It's wars on every continent. That's really how it is. So, seeing everything that's been going on just everywhere, bro, like, we gotta just do a better job of showing love, bro, and spreading love to everybody, bro.
Yeah, man, for sure. Totally agree. So can you walk me through what was a pivotal moment in your music career, right, that shaped where you are now, or even your entrepreneurial journey?
Sheesh, a pivotal moment. Bro, like really understanding, like going into my management deal, and like that was okay. So meeting my first, no, he wasn't my first manager, but one of my managers going to the Grammys like a few years back. I got into a management deal, and it didn't work out, and I don't want to say messed over, because I should have been more aware of what was going on, but just understanding and not, just putting too much trust in other people, bro. Like, this is a business, bro, and it's like a lot of people in this business are really out for themselves, bro. They're not really out to help other people. So, when you realize that the things that you're doing and all the energy you're putting in, you got to make sure it's for yourself and for the people that's there to help you, and then you taking care of the people that's around you, bro. Like, you gotta read people, bro. You gotta understand the business that you're in, because if not, bro, you're really gonna get messed over in this industry, bro. It's a lot of snakes in this industry, and it's a lot of people who aren't even verified to really necessarily be in the industry, but they telling you that they are because they have pictures with people and stuff like that. Like, you really gotta vet people. You gotta do your research on people, especially when you're giving them money to do services for you, and especially when you're signing these contracts and stuff like that. It gets sketchy real fast, bro. And you just gotta, if you really want to be in this game, it's like you play basketball, you know how basketball works. You get into football, you know how football works. You gotta get in the music industry, you gotta learn the business, man. If you don't know the business, don't jump in the waters, man. Don't think it's just as simple as you make a song and drop it and you're gonna get famous. Like, it doesn't work like that, and that's a big misconception. But yeah, that was really one of my biggest lessons and eye-opener, was getting screwed over by a manager that I thought, really cared about me, bro, and lost a lot. And it messed with your mental, bro. It's not even just the fact that you get messed over a lot of money, bro. Like, that shit really mess up and fit your mental, bro. So just bouncing back from that and recovering and moving forward, bro. Like, man, we up.
Definitely a learned lesson, man. That's crazy. I know there's a lot of, politics that happen in the music scene, behind the scenes in the music industry. So just from your personal experience, what's the biggest lie you've been told, not just in the music industry, but about the music industry, and how did it affect you?
Sheesh, the biggest lie? That is easy. Yeah, that is quick and simple, you know what I'm saying? Like, people will try to sell you a false dream, dude. Like, with music, it's really what you put in, you get out. You hear any craft, you got to put in your 10,000 hours. Like, that's true in any field. So people get into music thinking it's just a quick, like, again, like, you make a song, you make a music video, you make it. Like, it don't work like that. It's whole politics behind this. It's an industry, it's a business, bro. And if you don't treat it like that, like, you look at it from the outside in, like, I could just make a hot song because I can sing or whatever. There's a lot of talented people, but talent don't take you far in this industry at all. It's a million talented people. It's the guy that's standing outside, making music on the corner that's really good at what he does. That's a whole different thing. So that's definitely one of the biggest things that I've heard just over the years. People think it's quick, simple, and easy to make a lot of money making music. It is not, dude. It's not at all.
So with the way, recent advances in technology, artificial intelligence, AI, are you worried about AI replacing human creativity in music and business?
Bro, yeah, that shit's sticky, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely sticky, because I'm a ChatGPTer. I'm not gonna lie, I use ChatGPT. I use different AI softwares. I love AI. It's helpful, bro. You got to integrate it in your life, but it's like, it's got to be a fine line between creativity, between human and machines, because it's getting crazy. People are using AI for healthcare and stuff like that, and stocks and stuff like that really. You never thought it'd be like that for the creativity wise. Like, yeah, bro, a lot of creatives in general are in trouble. That's everybody who writes, makes movies, graphic designer, stuff like that. Like, yeah, it's definitely getting sticky. So I'm not really sure how the future's gonna be, bro. I plan for the future, I work for the future. That's why I have businesses and stuff like that. But bro, I honestly, I'm riding the wave. And as a recording academy member, they have meetings about stuff like that, advocacy against AI and stuff like that. I'm definitely hoping that they put things in place to where it's like, it's illegal, to either copyright stuff that you made from AI and turn it into music and stuff. Like, you can't cheat and cross lines like that. But who knows what's gonna happen, bro? Just to all my artists out there, keep being creative. That's the number one thing you can do, is keep being creative, man. Keep being creative and outsmart these machines, man.
So how are you gonna adapt to it? How are you gonna adapt AI into your music?
What are you saying, Sons of Anarchy? Adapt and adjust. Or you gonna get left behind? You got to. I'm a big reader. I'm a big researcher, bro. Like I said, I definitely use AI and almost on a day-to-day life now. A lot of people don't even realize it, but it's like, at the end of the day, we just gotta stay smarter and stay ahead. We gotta use it to have creative edges, bro. We gotta use it to have business edges. Business advantages. Say the edge on business, but just, you know what I'm saying, always using it to think a little bit smarter, think a little bit harder, integrate it into what we're doing. Not necessarily saying asking for lyrics and stuff like that, but asking for better ways to do things, better ways to make things happen, bro. We definitely got to use it, because again, it's like AI is now. It's bringing in the future. It's not the future. If you're not using AI now, you're really lost in the past already. So you have to integrate it in your life, but just figure out a way to where it benefits you in a way to where you're not really cutting yourself short, you know? Like I said, creatives are definitely, a lot of people are in trouble, like the healthcare people, because they're talking about AI hospitals and stuff like that. Like, what does that do for doctors and nurses who went to school for 15 years? So it's a lot, bro. A lot of jobs are at risk. So we gotta be smarter.
Dang, man.
Sheesh.
That's a good perspective on it.
That's crazy, bro.
Well, man, it was good catching up, man. And
Sure.
looking forward to seeing what's next in store for you.
Busy year, man. We never slowing down.
When's the next album, mixtape, EP coming?
Man, so we definitely dropping music the rest of this year. I was thinking about dropping an album, debating on how the team, what we're gonna do structure-wise, but definitely a lot of music coming. Album, how we gonna sing, but definitely a lot of music dropping. You know what I'm saying? We just dropped a new single a few weeks ago, Hold On, and that's going crazy. Shout out to the people streaming that. But we're gonna keep dropping, bro. We ain't slowing down. We're gonna keep dropping album. Maybe by the end of the year, maybe by summer next year, but definitely coming soon. But music on the way, you know.
All right, man. Sweet, man. Well, good talking to you. Until next time, all right?
Let's get it, man.